months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Down the left sideline. He may go.
Touchdown, Packers!
Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's Penix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now Penix.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not real.
Achane hit and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They go play action here on 1st down.
There's Chris Olave.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Packers at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Olave over the middle.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
Touchdown, Packers! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The completion on first didn't get much. Another one on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And this one is right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll audible to something else.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And looking to throw, Penix. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
To the air, Penix.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground with a tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Brandon Jones
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Terrell Bernard.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Third down and 10.
Looking to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Chris Olave.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. This pass deep for Okonkwo.
And that's caught inside the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this throw is going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Penix working out of the gun here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try and run it with Achane.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Still fighting. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
2nd down and 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably